Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble, clean, and reassemble the Mossberg 500 Persuader. And all Mossberg shotguns are usually the same, so you can use this video for any Mossberg that you have. So, I had just got this gun. I shot it for the first time today. I ran about like 30 of these slugs through it. Yeah, so it shouldn't be too dirty, but I was just trying it out. So first, what you do is you can use about a pen or something else. I use a meat thermometer, but you got to push this pin right here. There's a pin that holds the trigger assembly together right there. Just push it out with this. Now, this is the first time I'm doing this, cleaning this, so bear with me here. Push it out. Just pull it out. That's what it looks like. Don't lose that. Next, you can just pull out the trigger assembly like that. And sometimes this is cocked back like this. Just push down on it, pull the trigger, and slowly let it up. So push forward. Next, you can take the cartridge stock and interrupter out. They're usually along the sides right here. They usually just fall right off. And this is the interrupter. Okay. Two different things. Next, you can take your barrel off. Turn it counterclockwise up here. Sorry, it's hard doing these videos by yourself. Okay, and it should just slide right off. Leave that there. You see those? Next, you can just pull out your there we go. Just pull that out. It's your form, your action, whatever you want to call it. And you can pull out your slide. And then the bolt. Just push it through here. Just pull it out like that. And then your elevator. All you have to do is squeeze together and pull. Like that. Alright, so cleaning. What we're going to do to clean it, I use the Hoppy's boar snake thing. It's like 24 bucks, and I like cleaning it with this rather than the steel rods and stuff. It's a lot easier. Alright, so what you're going to need, it all comes with the kit, but I'm going to show you how to clean it with a boar snake. Or clean the barrel with a boar snake. And it's usually the easiest way. You need your gun cleaner solution. I mean, you could use anything you want. And of course your lubricant, your gun oil, or yeah. Alright, so first what you want to do is you want to just spray all your parts with the cleaner. Spray it down. Slide. Interrupter and cartridge stop. Elevator. Just spray it down. Trigger housing. Okay. Everything's sprayed down. Just wipe it down with one of these. And again, this isn't that dirty because I didn't run too much ammo through it. Kind of get into there, clean that out. You should be cleaning your gun right like after you shoot. eliminated blocking. But yeah, clean all of it off. This part is actually pretty boring, so I'm just gonna pause it. So I'm just gonna get all this stuff clean. I mean, you probably don't want to see it all, but yeah, just wipe it down with like a rag or something. Alright, now got all these clean. Next, what you want to do is take this. I'm going to spray a little bit of that. Again, I don't like to use too much, but the reason why the gun gets dirty is because of the carbon left back from the shells. That's why you have to clean it. I mean, it wasn't that dirty. It's just all these parts, but just clean in there, clean the sides. And by the way, I really recommend this gun to anybody who's buying their first gun, especially for home defense. This is like top quality. And they're not really hard to find right now. I got this from Big Five, actually, because, well, it was the only place that was open when I was looking for it. But, yeah, if you, I mean, I live in California, so, I mean, not a huge, not really big on guns over here. But, yeah, you also want to kind of spray the outside of the gun, too. This will keep it clean, keep it brand new. This is actually really dirty when I got it. I'm going to get inside the chamber. Now, I suggest opening your gun and cleaning it every single time because you just get much more thorough clean. Just a little bit. You don't need to use a lot. Man. Okay. That's clean. Now, do that too. Actually, you should probably do this part last, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Alright. Oh, and don't forget the action, the little slimy things. I don't know what it's called. Again, I'm no expert on this, so this is how I clean it. If I'm doing something wrong, just comment on there or something. This is just how I learned to do it. Alright, next you want to lube your gun up. So use this stuff. Came with the kit. Alright, so what you want to do, the main thing with the gun oil, is you just want to get a thin film of oil on these parts because, I mean, more oil means more dirt next time you shoot it. But yeah, you just want a little bit, just a tiny bit. You want to get these places where, like, inside the trigger grouping or housing, just these little, anywhere like where there's metal on metal, anywhere where they rub. Oops. So I kind of cut off a little piece there because it was sealed up, which makes sense. But I put a little drop right there. Kind of take your finger. Use a cotton swab, but I don't really care. Just rub anywhere metal rubs on metal. You just need a little bit. So a little bit back here. Right there. Oh, shit. Let's just clean here. Just a little bit. That's all you need. A little bit more. Yeah, I think a cotton swab would work a lot better. Okay. And then you just want to go around all your other parts. Just get the wood on your finger. Rub it all down. Just a thin film of oil. You know what? Some of these places are hard to reach, so I'm gonna actually go get cotton swabs. Just got my cotton swabs. Yeah, I'm gonna get the trigger housing again and just use that. Actually, a lot of dirt's coming off with that. I mean, I know there's a way to take this thing apart, but just to be honest, I don't know how to do it. But if you want me to learn, just comment, and I will do it for you. All right, next. Or you can put it back. I usually don't put it back. So, yeah, this slide, or use my finger for this. Just a thin film. Don't want a lot of oil. I guess the main reason why I'm making this video is because there's a lot of videos on how to clean your gun. There's a lot of videos on how to assemble it, and I just wanted to do one with both. Alright, next. Get oil on your interrupter, like just a thin film. Really just like, the less the better. Ugh, I accidentally got too much on here. This is actually my first guy. Okay. The slide, or the stop, a little bit on there. If your hands aren't really oily, you don't need to get more. Just some on the interrupter. Let's see. The action, these little steel bars. These metal bars. Ugh. Oh, and of course on the bolt. Forgot about that. Get it all. Probably get too much oil on there again. Oops. Another one of these. I'm probably going to skip some of this stuff if I know how. So, done. You want to get thin film again. Fingers. You want to do it around the sides of this. I heard people using ballistol for this kind of stuff. I don't think this is ballistol, but I heard that stuff works a lot better. But this stuff is really cheap, so I'm shooting on a budget. If you're having trouble finding one of these and you live in California, there's one in Daly City. They have about 6 of these left in stock. I went there today to buy these shells. If you're gonna buy a gun, I definitely recommend a shotgun, because if you're trying to buy an AR-15 right now, it's going for like $2,000, and that is just a ripoff. Plus, you're not gonna find any ammo for it, so there's really no point. I'll just wait till things settle down. Okay, just get your oil again and just all over, make it nice and shiny. This gun came pretty dirty too. I'm feeling I need to clean it. Next, you take your bore saw. You want to do it from the back. I mean, you can do it with the gun still intact. You just put it through the chamber right here. But it's not intact. You gotta put the little brass weight through the backside. And go through. Okay. And then you just stick that there. Oops. So you want to do it once and dry. Okay. And it's going to be on there pretty good, so you're going to kind of twist it like that. Like that. Now, take it through once. Get your cleaning fluid or whatever you use. Spray some on the fuzzy part, I guess. Just a little bit. And take some of your gun oil. A little bit on the back, just a little bit on the loopy part, and then put it through again. Okay. There we go. Just like that. I like to do it like 5 times. People do it one time, and I just feel like it doesn't clean the gun. I've heard some talk about how bore snakes are really bad for your barrel. I don't really think they are. They're just really convenient, especially for a shotgun barrel, because it's smooth in there. Remember, it's going to be kind of hard to pull through. Just gotta. There we go. The barrels where most of the dirt is usually, especially on this. And this gun is fun to shoot. I'm being dead serious. If you're looking to buy a gun, buy this one. Buy the mossberg 500. And it's really cheap too. It's, I think, after the background checks and taxes, this came out to under $400, like $390, which was a steal, especially right now. But shells will always be expensive, or they are right now. Okay, now, where am I? Hey, you want to get some oil on this? Well, this is the pin that we took out in the beginning. I only have a little bit on my hands left. But yeah, you should definitely get some oil in there. Make sure everything's all oiled up. Make sure you're ready to get it out. Alright, now we can begin putting this back together. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Alright, hands are clean, ready to put this back together. You want to make sure this is on safe. Makes it 20 times easier to get the elevator in. I don't think you can put it on without being so safe. Alright, so take this side facing up, and you basically just want to angle, you can see, right into those two holes. There you go. You should be able to do that. Okay. Alright. Next, you're going to want to put the bolt in. So this side is going to be facing up. It's going to go in like that. And this little pin-looking thing is going to go back like that. So just put it in. Grab. Oh, you're going to want to put it in through. And just push it back. I usually just pull it with my finger until it locks. Gets on a little. Has to get on a little track. So, and after that's done, I'm gonna put the slide back on with the action. Okay. Now, when you put it on, you put it through the magazine tube. And it's gonna hit it like that. What you gotta do is you gotta locate the little slots for this thing to go through, and push down and fit it in. Okay. Then it's gonna stop again. You gotta push these down and push them forward. Okay. Alright, now next, this part is important. So, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. Okay. Okay, there's two notches on this little slide. You can see them, they're moving right down. Okay, so you want to move it back so that the first little notch right there, you can see it moving, is lined up with this. So, oops. Sorry, this is really hard to do. It's really hard to show you. Okay, so you want to make sure that little second notch to the back is flush with this little slide right here. Again, this is a horrible angle, so if I need to redo this video, you guys should just comment on it. Okay. So you have that one little notch right there sticking out. And this is a horrible angle. Next, you want to get your slide, and you really just want to just drop it in there. It should latch on. Oh, I'm sorry. Skip a step. You want to get this bolt. You want to move it so it's like right. The ends of this part are aligned with the second notch. Again, it's probably really hard to see. That's what you want to get it to look like. And these are the notches that I'm talking about. You've probably seen better. I want to get that lined up just like that. And really just get this little hook part. I'm going to do it like this. And then we just drop in. It should latch on. And if it doesn't latch on, you could just move the bolt around. Move it forward or back, whatever you need to do. And basically, when you move this forward and backwards, it should be moving the action. And if it's doing that, you did it right. Okay. Next, I'm going to put the barrel back on. This goes on like that. Pretty simple. Like I said, though, like this. Just try to clockwise. You don't want to tie it too tight. Okay. Alright. That's done. You want to take this bolt. Okay, make sure it's taut. You want to push it all the way back forward. So yeah, if it doesn't move forward, you want to cock it all the way back. So this elevator comes up. Push it all the way forward as far as you can. So it's looks like that. And then next you want to get your stop and your interrupter. This is the hardest part. Putting the trigger assembly back on is the hardest part because you got to do a lot of things at once. So now to figure out how this goes in or what side it goes on, the interrupter is going to have this little. See that? It's going to have this little notch right there. And that's going to go into the side that has the hole for the notch. And it's going to be facing in. So that, the little bended part is always supposed to face in. You just put it in there, and it's going to fall unless you put it in really good. And then the other side, same thing, but there's no notch. You just set it there. Make sure it's all the way to the front, and it stays like that. But if you put it in like even the slightest bit wrong, it'll fall. And now you put the trigger housing back in. Now this is going to go in like this. And the trick is to this is you got to hold your stop and interrupter to the side with both fingers. Should get in pretty easy. It never does. First time I did this, it took me 20 minutes to put just the trigger housing back in. Sometimes if you doesn't go in, just turn it all the way around, because it's probably the one we use that's getting the most problems. Okay. Thank you. Yep. I don't know why that always works somehow. If you're having trouble getting this in, just flip sides. Works for me. And then you want to put the pin back in. So you hear a click. And next, you want to pull it back. See if the elevator goes up. If it does, you're usually good. Safety check. Just stick your. You should do this before you can start planing. Just check inside the barrel. And that is how you disassemble, clean, and reassemble a mossberg 500 shotgun.